Hello and welcome to Design or Design. My name is Maria and this channel is all about fashion. It's all about trends and style. So we're gonna take a look at my favorite trends for spring summer 2022. So let's get started. So excited. All right, and let's start with something nice and shiny and sparkly. So we see so much of glitter, of rhinestones, of sequins on the runways, and I love it. Usually I am not a person to go for that kind of thing, but this time around I feel like designers have done a very good job, and it doesn't look tacky. Like sometimes, yes, but not always. I really love the bedazzled jewelry, the bedazzled pants, bedazzled even bags. So we have this trend. It kind of runs through the entire looks, not just a single thing. We even have shiny makeup looks, you guys. Acne Studios had some glittery lips, different designers had more sparkle on their eyes, and what a better way to, highlight your beauty than an interesting eye look, just because we're all covered the rest of our faces up anyways. So some glitter on the eyes, I think it would be very nice. I particularly love the outfits that are paired with something like not as fancy. So for instance, having a bedazzled catsuit and then on top of that having a regular trench coat. We've seen this in a few different shows, but the rest of the shiny looks are just as gorgeous. Like now I know that one of my dreams is to get that Prada rhinestone bag, and I don't think that will ever happen, but a girl can dream. We also have some more of a metal kind of a fabric, still shiny, still very bright, and yeah, I love it. If you're worried about going the full outfit of that and you're like, I'm just gonna look like a mess, then try to go for maybe just a top that is very shiny, or the bottom. So this would probably be depending on your body shape. If you would like to bring more attention and more volume to your upper section, then go for a top in sequins. This would go very well for anybody who has a pear-shaped body type, so kind of moving your eye away from your lower section. If you're an inverted triangle, for instance, maybe go for a sparkly bottom. That will take the eye off of your shoulders and onto your lower section. As I mentioned, we have so many rhinestone bags, and I prefer to have them very small ones. I feel like the big ones, if you lose one, it will be definitely noticeable. As well, a little bit tacky. I feel like the smaller crystals would last you a little bit more. It would be a little bit more classical rather than having those really big ones. They might seem a little tacky. We also have the metallized purses as well, like gold and silvers. We also have some shoes in that kind of a fashion too. So yes, let's move on to something else, and it is the silky material. We see this satin, very smooth, shiny, silky things all around the runways. We see them in more like a luxurious kind of a outfit, and we also have cargo pants from Tom Ford in that silky material, sometimes paired with a silky bomber jacket, sometimes paired with a blazer of some sort, but very cool. I love it a lot. Dior had more of a sporty theme once again, having kind of a boxer shorts and a bra, and it's an interesting look. What can I say? I don't have anything against it whatsoever. I also really love the silky kind of a robe dress from Balmain. I just feel like it's so luxurious and beautiful. We also see a lot of suits in that material from Etro. Fendi had some beautiful suits and dresses in silk. We also see it in Loewe, kind of very shiny, almost metallic kind of a material that we already seen. Prada having a few miniskirts and a few very bright colored dresses in that material as well. We see this in Moschino, Gucci suits, Oh my goodness, so many beautiful color choices in there, gorgeous gowns. Oh my goodness, yes, silk is here, or it's not really silk, but you know, that kind of a shiny material. Crochet. All right, I love crochet for summer. I feel like it's very cool right now because like when I was little, crochet was everywhere just because everybody was making it because they couldn't get their hands on anything else. Nowadays, fashion is everywhere. It is so easy and sometimes super cheap to buy something that was just kind of sewn together by, I'm like pausing because I don't want to sound very unethical, but basically by some kind of fabric workers that don't get enough money for their job, sometimes even children doing that job. And crochet, I feel it's going back a step. It is handmade. There's lots of effort put into those garments, and I feel like that's the way to go now. We should be going back and having more of a slow fashion rather than fast fashion. We see a lot of this, maybe like a little set, even like little hats, or maybe a crocheted accessories, like we see in Anna Sui having like that little head hat scarf thing, or maybe even a bralette made out of crochet knit. Some accessories like bags, dresses, full dresses made of it. I like it. I like it. Maybe it's just a little bit hard to take care of it. Like sometimes if it's not made out of the nice material, it can get stinky, but you know, it's crochet. There's large holes in there. It's very breathable. I like it. Especially the Altuzara crocheted accessory type of things, like around the neck or like a little bit of a body thing on top of the dress. I feel like such a cool accent to put on any outfit, and yeah, I'm a big fan of that. We also see crocheted items in Acne Studios, maybe like a full suit of it, or maybe like little bags that you see here. So yeah, crochet is not only for the like outfits, there's also bags that were crocheted on the runways. All right, let's move on to ColourPop for shoes and bags. So in a video that I was talking about the trends that I'm not liking, I mentioned color. Reason for that is color can get very annoying, especially if you're wearing it like a full outfit of it. And if you're not a color lover and you only buy color for the reasons of staying trendy, then you shouldn't buy that. But I feel like colorful accessories like bags and shoes are a perfect way to bring that color in, but you can still wear it with a very minimum color in your outfit. Like you can go all black with a statement bag or statement shoe. You can go all white, maybe even like beige or cream or gray, whatever is your taste. Like this rock, see, we have a nice nude kind of a suit with bright yellow gloves and a bright yellow bag, or kind of a monochromatic thing. Valentino, brown dress and a bright statement bag. So yeah, here we go. Let's talk about another type of bag, and it's not super duper like extraordinary or anything, but it's an accordion bag. I feel like it's a nice structured bag that is very easy to use, very practical, because it naturally has a divider inside of it and it looks very presentable, very classy, and classy things, as we know, last us for a very long time. You can uplift any outfit having that bag. Look at these etro kind of more bohemian kind of style, and that bag rises up the outfit a little bit more than a chunky bag would. All right, let's talk about platform shoes. So platforms were the major shoe of the runway. We see them on heels, we see them just a straight platform. I quite like it. It's a nice shoe, especially if it's flat, but you need to be careful. It is a dangerous shoe to wear, honestly. And previously, in a few seasons back, I was putting this in a bad trend review just because these are very easy to twist your ankle in. Unless you're walking on a flat surface, then go ahead. But if you're kind of living in a city where there's maybe not so super flat surfaces, then consider not getting them. But yeah, I love it. It's such a Spice Girls kind of a memory for me that these are pretty cool. I love chunky shoes, and I feel like this is the next step of the chunky sneaker, maybe chunky heels. We see them all over the place, and I love it. If you're enjoying this content so far and you would like to support my channel, I encourage you to hit that like button, maybe leave me a little nice message down below, and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks. All right, let's move on to chains on bags or chains on shoes. I feel like this is such a classical thing that once, you know, this decade will be over, we can still be wearing these, and I don't think it's going to be such an odd thing to wear. Strappy shoes. All right, it's summer, you guys, and feet get really hot during the summer, so the less material it touches, the better. So here we go. We have lots of strappy shoes. Usually they're very dainty, like kind of a type of a heel with maybe like 2 straps, or maybe like sometimes more than 2, like in Saint Laurent right here, Yves Saint Laurent, right? And Acne Studios and Blue Marine, we sometimes even have the straps going a little bit further onto the ankle. Sometimes these are a little bit hard to wear because they kind of tend to slide down if you're trying to wear them like a ballerina kind of a strap, but I feel like it's pretty cool. I quite like it, and if I have an opportunity to wear something like this, I would definitely do it. I feel like they are very classical and they can last you a very, very long time. Scarf. Okay, so this is one of my most favorite trends at the moment. Like almost #1 for me is headscarves, and I cannot wait to be wearing them more often. I feel like they're so now, and they can uplift your outfit so much. There is so many different houses that decided to have headscarves. I'm talking about Versace Fendi collaboration, Blue Marine, Balenciaga, Annie Sui, so many more. And it's a great way to protect your head from the sun unless you're wearing like a black one. All right, let's talk about sunglasses that I actually like. We have the tendency of having more of a smaller sunglasses, but not the micro ones that we've seen before, more kind of matrix kind of a style, and more like just like a stripe, a horizontal stripe across your face kind of a situation. So they are quite wide. They're quite small, but they're like on your eyes. They're covering. They're actually providing shade for your eyes. All right, let's move on to a different type of glasses, and those are more like a huge, humongous shield sunglasses. All right, we have plenty of them in many different runways. We see Fendi having like more of a clear version of that. We have Blue Marine having kind of almost half of your face covered. We also have the enormous sunglasses in Alexander McQueen, as well as in Chanel has kind of a medium to large sunglasses, but the huge ones were definitely in Rick Owens, kind of covering more than half of your face. I'm just thinking with masks how that's gonna look, but you know, hopefully in the summertime we wouldn't have to wear so much masks. Gucci also having those shield kind of glasses, like safety goggles, but I love it. I love it. All right, next one is the accessory trends. So you can see me wearing this little kind of a choker thing. We see a lot of necklaces that are very tight around the neck, even sometimes choker style necklaces. I really like this trend. I don't know for what reason, I just do. We also have some layered necklaces like that. So we have a choker and maybe something a little bit longer. We also have kind of a tube, kind of a choker around the neck. You can see in Isabel Marant and Versace, also happening in Alexander McQueen. I really love how simple it is, and yeah, just very beautiful. We also have more like a bedazzled things, like a choker made out of crystals, like we see in Dolce & Gabbana, Lanvin, as well as Tom Ford, having lots of crystallized versions of the choker, and in various thicknesses too. So you need to think about how long is your neck and how much you can get away with it before you decide to get a huge choker. All right, let's move on to the next one, and we're talking about rings. All right, so lately I became a big fan of rings. I don't know why, I don't know what came over me, but I am. And I love to wear all my rings like kind of on one hand, just because I feel like it's a little bit too hectic to have both hands in rings. And we do see a lot of rings that would fit onto like maybe 4 of your fingers on one hand. They can be very chunky, they can be like kind of a almost like a chain thing, like a snake going around your fingers. I love it. Yeah, keep on coming. All right, we're talking about the beauty trends at the moment, and let's talk about the eye trends. Like we talked about a little bit of the shimmery things, but here we go. We have eyeliners, very dramatic. Right now I'm also rocking the double cat eye thing, but I don't think I did it quite as well as the runways. But let's be honest, right now eyes is the only thing that are visible because of the masks. So I'm thinking, why not? We also have a statement pastel eye colors, but very beautiful and refreshing, like Anna Sui, as well as some more other designers deciding to go for that. We also have the neon trend of having very bright eyes, like in Versace. Like all Versace show, the models had very bright, intense eye makeup, and I feel like, yeah, that's the only thing that you could see right now, so why not have fun with it? We also see this in Pradel Gurung, having more of like bright pinks, bright greens, bright yellows, bright oranges, like whatever the colors that suits you, go for it. I've been actually experimenting with it myself, and I quite like it. It's quite easy to do too, so yeah. We also see some smoky eyes out on the runways. It's interesting to have a smoky eyes for spring summer. Usually it's more reserved for the fall winter when it's a little bit spooky, a little more mysterious kind of eye tricks, but I would go for something a little bit lighter, not quite super dark, maybe a nice brown kind of eye thing. Another trend that I love right now is the bikini tops. So we see a lot of them being paired, like maybe a layered version, or maybe we have just a bikini top, you know, or we have more of a bra type thing, like in Miu Miu. This, I guess, depends on how heavy you are, how gifted you were, basically. The smaller your boobs, you can get away with anything, but if you do need support, that maybe go for like a sports bra that could also be very non-sporty, if you know what I mean. We also have them layered like in Simon Rocha as well as Alexander McQueen. I love that. I feel it's so cool. Like it's a little bit risky without being too like extravagant and open. I feel like because I was a fan of crop tops and like maybe like high-waisted pants, that I'm looking forward to this trend as well. So maybe if you weren't a fan of the crop top, this wouldn't be for you either, but you never know. I feel like it would be really cool to just have that bikini top and be able to go to the beach anytime you want. All right, strappy, like going on from that bikini trend, we have a little bit like more straps that are a little bit like accessorized. So I love when it goes around the waistline. It just adds a little bit emphasis on it and shows it off. We also have those like little straps going around in a cross section around like the neck area. I quite like either way, and sometimes even it's like an extra accessory. All right, let's talk about cutouts. Cutouts have been here for a few seasons now, and they're not going away anytime soon. I quite like how they can accentuate a certain body part, maybe kind of hide another. Usually if they're asymmetrical, they can elongate you. If they're quite horizontal, then that's where you can be a little bit tricky. I really love the cutouts around the waistline. It actually makes a visual effect of an hourglass happening. Oh, but you know what? I quite like them on any body, so yeah. And I feel like you could try it out and remake something that you already have that's been in your closet forever and you just don't wear into something new and fresh, and just, you know, give another life to your wardrobe. And I'm very for that. Okay, another trend that I'm quite interested in is I know it's like kind of the Y2K trend, but it's wearing pants with dresses. I feel this trend is something that we can do without buying anything else. We already have pants. Some of us have dresses or skirts of some sort, and we can definitely try to style them together. Why not, you guys? It's only an experiment. If you don't like it, then don't wear it. If you like it, then here we go. Another way of styling your wardrobe, which is awesome. We see a lot of it on the runways. So you know what? Just go ahead and try it out. I don't think it's gonna destroy you if it doesn't work out. Like, I have some odd wardrobe choices, but I know that was an experiment, and it's okay if it didn't work out. All right, let's go to the corsets. We still see corsets, and I love it because I love my waistline. So if you do too, then corsets are for you. We see corsets in a variety of shows, like in Balenciaga here. We have them more like a sporty pant, and it kind of uplifts the outfit. We have so many from Dolce & Gabbana, even dresses and skirts with that corsetry, kind of a crisscross ribbing and such, and I think it's beautiful. I would definitely wear everything that's listed here and more. So yes, let's move on to suits. I'm so happy that blazers are still here with us, that we can wear them for another season, or maybe 2, or maybe 3. Hopefully this has become more of a classic. We do see some being a little bit deconstructed. We see a lot of those kind of suit dresses that were popular a few seasons back, so you can get those out of your wardrobes and still wear them. I'm just in love with most of them, and this is a great opportunity for you to thrift a blazer, because let's face it, blazers are pretty expensive, and it's not that easy to find a nice one on a budget unless you go to a thrift store. My favorite section is the men's suits, and I actually made alterations to a suit, and now I wear it. Alexander McQueen, look how wide those shoulders are, and those beautiful deconstructions. Like, oh my goodness, love it so much. Wanna wear it? Yes, please. And right now I'm wearing a blazer that I cut off myself, the bottom section, and now it's a cropped blazer. You guys, it was pretty easy. It took me maybe like an hour to make. And yes, upcycle, thrift. You guys, we need to be the future of fashion, and the only future to be a sustainable fashion. So think about it, you know, maybe digest it a little bit, and let's move on. Okay, another fashion that I quite like because of my figure is drapery. We see a lot of drapes going on around the runways, and very interesting and unique ones from Loewe and Sportmax and so many more other brands. But this is perfect dresses if you're not happy with your figure. I don't want to say happy. If you're a little bit conscious about your figure, maybe you have a little like a belly on the bottom like I do, or maybe you don't like the way your arms look, or whatever it may be. Draped material hides so much, and you can just eat your heart out at a buffet and not feel that everybody is looking your stomach, because it's been draped over and it's not as visible as if you were just wearing like a bodycon or something. Okay, let's move on to the wide pants. So pants are still wide, you guys. If it's a jean, it's a wide jean. Yes, maybe it would be a lower rise, but I feel like if you have a wider jean that was high rise, then you would be just as fine. We have, you know, denim being a wider fit, and we have dress pants being wider fit dress pant. Everything is a wider fit. The only little downside is, you know, it touching the ground and actually destroying the pants sometimes, and in the like wet areas, the pants soaking up everything on the ground. But it's spring summer, so we have more opportunity to wear it during the dry season, and I'm here for it. I feel like it's such a classical silhouette that everybody should enjoy it. Alright you guys, this is it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Let me know down in the comments below which trend you're looking forward to the most. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't seen full trend reports from me, they'll be listed down below in the description box. I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoy the rest of this season. And yeah, stay classy. Bye.